Hello. Today I want to talk about the status of my finances. I've been doing the cash envelope savings for a long time, ever since I started my sophomore year in college, and now I just graduated this May, and things are really crazy. At first, I was getting VA education benefits, and I was getting about $1,200 a month, and I was getting a check monthly, and I was using that money to save for a house, save for different things, to pay my bills and stuff like that, and to pay my tuition and everything like that. Then senior year, I only took 2 classes for my last semester, so my check went down to about $700 a month. So it was very drastic change, and I still was trying to budget and make sure I could pay for everything and pay my bills. And I saved up a lot of money, especially for a college student. And also I got a job during that time, and it paid like $8 an hour, and I could only get 20 hours, up to 20 hours a week. And most weeks I got between 10 and 16 hours, so that job wasn't really helping to pay the bills as much. And now that I'm graduated, I don't get my VA money anymore. So for the last 2 months, I've just been living off the money that I've saved. But now I got a new job, and yeah. Long story short, I got a new job, and I wanted to share my journey of savings with other people. So yeah. So I feel like I am in a way addicted to saving. I'll just save up and have like a bunch of different saving things. Like this right here is my savings that are just all my change. I save it up. I save it up, and then I roll it. I roll my change as I save it, and then once the change equals up to like $50, I go to the bank and turn it in and get the money for it. And so far, this is all I've saved up from my change for the last 2.5 to 3 years. And then at the end of every month, I'll just take all the ones and fives, as many ones and fives as I am willing to spare, and I put it in here too. And yeah, and this is all the money that I have just been keeping. This is graduation money from I don't know. I feel like I'm all over the place. This is my emergency money. I decided back in my sophomore year of college, I had about $1,200 of just money that I didn't do anything with. It was what I called like runaway money, or money that I just had set aside if anything happened and I needed to go, or I wanted to do something, I don't know, anything, and I just had it sitting in my dorm room. And then I ended up spending almost really all of it. I ended up going to China and Japan during that time. The summer of my sophomore year. Yeah, the summer of my sophomore year, I ended up going to China and Japan, and I ended up spending all of it. So basically, my goal was to save that money back up, and here it is. And I sealed it off so I wouldn't spend it anymore. And then I have my home. I've been saving up to move out my parents' house. This is just the savings for stuff like closing costs, furniture, appliances, stuff like that. My website, this is kind of a sinking fund that I use to pay for my website every year, the hosting on my website every year. And then my travel envelope, this is when all of this is over, I hope to be able to go back to Japan. So yeah. And then I have cash envelopes, but these are just my sinking funds that I am sure to put in at least once a month. But now I'm starting to put them into actual savings accounts, just because I'm starting to put them in the actual savings accounts because I have a high interest savings account, and I feel like it's better to be collecting interest on these on this money, especially if it's gonna be so much. So for my home, I know there's $1,000 in the bank. So I bought these little $1,000 bills to kind of like keep track of everything that I have, everything that I'm currently putting in the bank, and everything that I have in real life, I guess. So 20, 50, 100, 50, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, and $6. $1,406 is how much I have for my home. And what I'm going to do is this money here, I believe this is 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 20, 40, 60, 80, 600, 20, 40, 60, 80, 700, 20, 40, 60, 80, 800, 20, 40, 60, 80, 900, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1,000. And then 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000. And then this is 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94. So, what I think I'm going to do is put this money into a savings account, into my savings account, and this money into my savings account, and then in my I have a reserve account, and there is like $3,000 in there. So what I'm gonna do is leave $1,000 in there and use that as a buffer account, and then put this money in my savings account, so I don't just have so much money here, but I'll leave this here for like exchanging money and stuff like that. So yeah. So also I wanted to go over finances. My new job, I make $11 an hour. Some of my bills are Amazon, Hulu, my insurance, my website. I just bought a new phone, so I'm still paying for it. And my Adobe suite. And then I have my savings, my home envelope. I have my student loan, which I currently owe $2,000 on. And then I'm saving up for a car. My travel envelope, my medical envelope, my gifts, Christmas, and couple season, which is me and my boyfriend. My birthday is in November, then there's Christmas, and then there's his birthday, and then our anniversary in January, and then Valentine's Day. So it's just a whole 4 months where we're just constantly giving gifts to each other. So I like to save up for that. And then my cash envelopes, I want to implement. I want to have my cash envelopes for groceries, clothing, hanging out, spending, and gas. So yeah, and this is just my budget if I worked 4 days a week, and this is my budget if I work 5 days a week. And yeah, at first I wanted to work the 5 days a week, and I've been doing that, but I have my own business. I run my own art, my own online art store, and working 5 days a week just really doesn't allow me to be able to create art the way I want to and do everything that I want to be able to do and be happy. So I think that I'm going to start working part-time. I just asked my supervisor earlier today if I could work part-time, and she said yes. So I don't know how quickly that's going to be, but I know my first paycheck is going to be more like this than this. So yeah, basically it'll be a mesh of this when I do my first envelope stuffing. It'll be more organized than this, but yeah. So I guess this is the end of this video, and if you like to see more, like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to learn about VA education benefits, comment that below. If you want to learn about how I graduated with only $2,000 in student loan debt, comment that below. If you want to check out my website and my business, go to artistbyday.com and it'll be in the link in the description below. And any other questions that you have, comment it down below, and I'll see you in the next video.